What I'm about to share with you will challenge everything your doctor never told you about a simple white powder sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now. For 70 years, the pharmaceutical industry has buried this truth because it threatens billions in profits. Stay until the end, because what I reveal in the final moments could add years to your life and eliminate pain you've carried for decades. Hidden truth. In the monasteries of ancient Tibet, monks lived to be 120 years old, with minds sharp as winter air and bodies free from the diseases that plague our modern world. Their secret wasn't meditation alone. It wasn't their diet. It was something so simple, so accessible, that when I discovered it 3 years ago, I couldn't believe the medical establishment had kept it hidden from us for so long. That something is sodium bicarbonate, baking soda, but not the way you think you know it. Your grandmother understood this instinctively. She reached for baking soda when her stomach burned, when her throat ached, when her skin itched. She didn't know the science, but she felt the truth in her bones. What she didn't know is that she was accessing one of the most powerful healing tools ever discovered, one that modern medicine has systematically trained us to forget. The human body is an electrical miracle. Every cell pulses with energy, every organ resonates with its own frequency. When that electrical system becomes acidic, disease takes root like weeds in poisoned soil. Cancer thrives in acidic environments. Inflammation explodes when your internal pH drops below 7.35. Arthritis, diabetes, heart disease, kidney stones, urinary infections, digestive chaos, they all share one common thread: acidity. But here's what they don't want you to know. Your body has an incredible ability to heal itself when you give it the right environment. And baking soda, this humble, inexpensive powder, is the key to unlocking that environment. Ancient wisdom. For centuries, traditional healers understood that the body's pH balance determined the difference between vibrant health and slow decay. They observed that people who lived near natural alkaline springs suffered fewer diseases. They noticed that certain foods and substances could shift the body's internal chemistry from acidic to alkaline, from diseased to healthy. Modern science has now proven what these ancient healers knew intuitively. When your body maintains an alkaline pH between 7.35 and 7.45, you create an environment where disease cannot survive. Your immune system functions at peak efficiency. Your organs repair themselves. Your mind becomes clear and focused. But in our modern world, everything conspires to make us acidic. Processed foods, stress, environmental toxins, prescription medications, even the water we drink has been stripped of its natural alkaline minerals. We're slowly poisoning ourselves and we don't even realize it. This is where baking soda becomes revolutionary. When used correctly, it doesn't just mask symptoms like pharmaceutical drugs. It addresses the root cause by restoring your body's natural alkaline state. It's not a band-aid. It's a fundamental reset button for your entire system. Problem 1, let's talk about arthritis, that grinding, burning pain that steals your mobility and your joy. Conventional medicine tells you it's inevitable, progressive, incurable. They offer you anti-inflammatory drugs that destroy your liver and stomach lining while barely touching the real problem. But arthritis isn't a drug deficiency, it's an acid buildup in your joints. When your body becomes too acidic, it starts pulling calcium and other alkaline minerals from your bones and depositing them as painful crystals in your joints. Your body is literally cannibalizing itself to maintain pH balance. Here's the protocol that changes everything. Every morning, 30 minutes before breakfast, dissolve half a teaspoon of aluminum-free baking soda in 8 ounces of pure water. Drink it slowly. Feel it working as it neutralizes the acid buildup in your tissues. But timing is everything. Your stomach produces acid to digest food, so you never want to interfere with that process. Take it on an empty stomach, or at least 2 hours after eating. This allows the baking soda to be absorbed into your bloodstream, where it can do its alkalizing work without disrupting digestion. Within 2 weeks, you'll notice the morning stiffness starting to ease. Within a month, the inflammation begins to subside. Within 3 months, people report moving without pain for the first time in years. This isn't a miracle. It's simply your body remembering how to heal itself when given the right conditions. Problem 2. Digestive issues have become epidemic among seniors. Acid reflux, heartburn, bloating, constipation, these aren't normal parts of aging. They're symptoms of a digestive system under siege from decades of acidic foods and chronic stress. Your stomach produces hydrochloric acid to break down food. But when you're constantly eating acid-forming foods and living under stress, your entire digestive tract becomes inflamed and acidic. The delicate balance of beneficial bacteria gets destroyed. Your intestinal walls become permeable, allowing toxins to leak into your bloodstream. Conventional medicine gives you proton pump inhibitors that shut down acid production entirely. But this creates a cascade of problems. Poor nutrient absorption, increased infection risk, bone loss, and ironically, more digestive issues in the long run. Baking soda offers a different approach. Instead of suppressing your body's natural functions, it supports them. When taken correctly, it neutralizes excess acid without shutting down the digestive process entirely. It creates an environment where beneficial bacteria can flourish and your intestinal lining can heal. Here's the digestive protocol. At the first sign of heartburn or acid reflux, mix 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda in 4 ounces of water. Sip it slowly. The relief comes within minutes as the alkaline solution neutralizes the excess acid burning your esophagus. For chronic digestive issues, the morning alkalizing drink I mentioned earlier becomes crucial. But add this. Twice a week, in the evening before bed, drink a glass of water with 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. This helps neutralize the acid buildup from the day and gives your digestive system a chance to reset overnight. The transformation is remarkable. People report that foods they couldn't eat for years suddenly become tolerable again. The constant burning sensation disappears. Bloating reduces. Regular bowel movements return. Your body starts absorbing nutrients properly, which means more energy, better sleep, and improved mental clarity. Problem 3. Urinary tract infections plague millions of seniors, especially women. The conventional approach is antibiotics, over and over again. But each round of antibiotics destroys beneficial bacteria throughout your body, weakening your immune system and making you more susceptible to future infections. UTIs thrive in acidic urine. When your urine pH drops below 6.0, harmful bacteria multiply rapidly. But when you alkalize your system with baking soda, you create an environment where these bacteria cannot survive. The protocol is simple but powerful. At the first sign of UTI symptoms, burning, urgency, frequency, drink a glass of water with 1 teaspoon of baking soda every 4 hours for the first day. Then reduce to twice daily until symptoms completely resolve. This isn't just symptom management. You're actually changing the chemistry of your urinary tract, making it inhospitable to harmful bacteria while supporting the growth of beneficial microorganisms. Many people find that their chronic recurring UTIs stop happening entirely once they maintain proper pH balance. But remember, severe infections require medical attention. This protocol works best for prevention and early intervention. Once you understand how to maintain alkaline urine pH, UTIs become rare occurrences rather than monthly battles. Problem 4. Kidney stones affect 1 in 10 people, and the pain is described as worse than childbirth. Conventional medicine offers painful procedures to break up or remove stones, but they rarely address why stones form in the first place. Most kidney stones are calcium oxalate crystals that form when your urine becomes too concentrated and acidic. Your kidneys are trying to eliminate excess acid from your body, but when the acid load is too high, minerals crystallize and form stones. Baking soda prevents kidney stone formation by maintaining alkaline urine pH. When your urine stays between 6.5 and 7.0, calcium and oxalate remain dissolved instead of crystallizing into painful stones. The prevention protocol is gentle but consistent. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda in a large glass of water, taken twice daily between meals. This maintains proper urine pH while supporting overall kidney function. For people who've had kidney stones, this protocol can be life-changing. Instead of living in fear of the next excruciating episode, you take control of your body's chemistry and prevent stones from forming in the first place. Your kidneys are miraculous organs that filter your entire blood supply multiple times per day. When you support them with proper pH balance, they function more efficiently, your blood pressure stabilizes, and your energy levels improve dramatically. Problem 5. Type 2 diabetes isn't just about blood sugar, it's about cellular pH. When your cells become too acidic, they become resistant to insulin. Your pancreas works harder and harder to produce more insulin, but the acidic environment prevents proper glucose uptake. This creates a vicious cycle. High blood sugar makes your body more acidic. Increased acidity makes your cells more resistant to insulin. Insulin resistance leads to higher blood sugar. The cycle continues until your pancreas burns out completely. Baking soda interrupts this cycle by restoring cellular pH balance. When your cells return to their optimal alkaline state, insulin sensitivity improves dramatically. Your pancreas doesn't have to work as hard. Blood sugar levels stabilize naturally. The diabetes protocol requires careful monitoring and should be done under medical supervision, but the principle is simple. Maintain alkaline pH through consistent baking soda intake while reducing acid-forming foods in your diet. Many people find that their blood sugar levels become more stable within weeks. Their need for medication often decreases as their body's natural insulin sensitivity returns. This isn't about replacing medical treatment. It's about addressing the root cause so that treatment becomes more effective. Problem 6. High blood pressure silently damages your cardiovascular system, earning its nickname as the silent killer. Conventional medicine focuses on forcing blood pressure down with medications that often cause debilitating side effects. But high blood pressure is often a symptom of systemic acidity. When your blood becomes too acidic, your body constricts blood vessels to maintain proper pH in vital organs. Your heart has to pump harder to push blood through these constricted vessels, raising your blood pressure. Alkalizing with baking soda helps relax blood vessels naturally. When your blood pH returns to its optimal range, vessel walls soften and blood flows more easily. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard, and blood pressure drops naturally. The cardiovascular protocol combines the morning alkalizing drink with specific timing. Take your baking soda solution first thing in the morning, then again in mid-afternoon, at least 2 hours after lunch, and 2 hours before dinner. People often see blood pressure improvements within 2 to 4 weeks. The changes are gradual and sustainable because you're addressing the underlying cause rather than forcing artificial changes with medications. Always work with your healthcare provider when dealing with high blood pressure. Monitor your levels carefully and adjust medications as needed under medical supervision. Problem 7. Cancer cannot survive in an alkaline environment. This isn't alternative medicine. It's basic biochemistry established by Nobel Prize winner Otto Warburg nearly a century ago. Cancer cells thrive in acidic, low-oxygen environments, but cannot maintain their metabolism in alkaline conditions. Every cancer patient I've worked with has had severely acidic blood and tissue pH levels. Chemotherapy and radiation, while sometimes necessary, make the body even more acidic, which is why cancer often returns more aggressively after conventional treatment. Baking soda creates an alkaline environment that supports your body's natural cancer-fighting mechanisms. Your immune system functions optimally in alkaline conditions. Healthy cells thrive while abnormal cells struggle to survive. The cancer support protocol is intensive but simple. 1 teaspoon of baking soda in water 3 times daily between meals. This maintains consistently alkaline blood pH that supports your body's natural healing processes. This isn't a cure for cancer, and it should never replace conventional medical treatment, but it creates the optimal internal environment for your body to fight the disease naturally while reducing the side effects of medical treatments. Many cancer patients report increased energy, reduced nausea, and better overall well-being when they maintain proper pH balance throughout their treatment. Deeper understanding. The power of baking soda goes beyond its alkalizing effects. It's also a powerful detoxifier, pulling heavy metals and environmental toxins from your tissues. It supports kidney function by making urine less concentrated. It improves circulation by making blood less sticky. It enhances oxygen delivery to cells by optimizing blood pH. But perhaps most importantly, it reconnects you with your body's innate wisdom. When you start paying attention to pH balance, you become more aware of how different foods, stresses, and lifestyle choices affect your internal environment. You develop a relationship with your body based on understanding rather than fear. This awareness transforms how you make choices about food, exercise, stress management, and sleep. You stop being a passive victim of aging and disease and become an active participant in your own healing. Implementation wisdom. Quality matters enormously. Not all baking soda is created equal. Look for aluminum-free, pharmaceutical-grade sodium bicarbonate. Avoid brands that contain additives or anti-caking agents. Your body deserves the purest form possible. Start slowly. Your body needs time to adjust to pH changes. Begin with 1/4 teaspoon daily and gradually increase to the full dose over 2 weeks. Some people experience mild detox symptoms as their body releases stored acids and toxins. This is normal and temporary. Timing is crucial. Take baking soda on an empty stomach or at least 2 hours after eating. Never take it with meals as it can interfere with digestion. The best times are first thing in the morning, mid-afternoon, and before bed. Monitor your body's response. Pay attention to how you feel, how you sleep, how your energy changes throughout the day. Your body will guide you toward the optimal dosing and timing for your unique situation. Stay hydrated. Alkalizing your system requires adequate water intake. Aim for half your body weight in ounces of pure water daily. This helps your kidneys process the pH changes and supports overall detoxification. Lifestyle integration. Baking soda is powerful, but it works best as part of a comprehensive approach to alkaline living. Reduce acid-forming foods like processed meats, refined sugars, and artificial additives. Increase alkaline foods like leafy greens, vegetables, and certain fruits. Manage stress actively. Chronic stress makes your body acidic regardless of what you eat or drink. Develop practices that help you release tension and find inner peace. This might be meditation, gentle exercise, time in nature, or creative expression. Prioritize sleep. Your body does most of its pH balancing and detoxification during sleep. Create an environment that supports deep restorative rest. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Avoid screens before bedtime. Move your body regularly. Physical activity supports circulation, lymphatic drainage, and pH balance. You don't need intense exercise. Gentle walking, stretching, or swimming can be incredibly effective. Scientific foundation. The research supporting pH balance and health is extensive and growing. Studies show that people with higher alkaline reserves live longer, healthier lives. Their bones are stronger, their minds are sharper, and their immune systems are more robust. Recent research from Japan demonstrates that people who maintain alkaline urine pH have significantly lower rates of diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. European studies show that alkaline mineral water consumption reduces markers of inflammation and oxidative stress. American research reveals that cancer patients with higher pH levels respond better to treatment and have better survival rates. The mechanism is clear. Alkaline environments support healthy cellular function while inhibiting disease processes. This isn't theoretical, it's measurable, reproducible science that's been ignored by mainstream medicine because it threatens pharmaceutical profits. There's no money in teaching people to heal themselves with a substance that costs pennies per dose.